as the opposition whip, I would like to first deliver summary thoughts before I'll later on deliver my team summary. Ladies and gentlemen, the government's prime minister stated that firstly, we cannot protect against predatory prices if we open up the free market. Ladies and gentlemen, the free market means that there are no tariffs, there are no taxes, but yet, ladies and gentlemen, there are still regulations in the world. The United Nations Council for Trade, the United Nations Trade Council, has made regulations that prevent the dumping strategy that will allow for predatory prices. Therefore, their point is invalid. Secondly, ladies and gentlemen, they cited a source, Kompasiana.com. Ladies and gentlemen, we all know that Kompasiana is a user-based content which is not curated in any way by the editors of Kompas. Therefore, their credibility is questionable. Moving on to the Deputy Prime Minister, ladies and gentlemen. They say that the product and industry, our local product and industry, will be less relevant. Ladies and gentlemen, as my teammates have stated before, that yes, although it will be firstly defeated by the products from the import, but ladies and gentlemen, eventually it will lead to better innovation and better efficiency on our side, and therefore it will make us more and more competitive. Next, ladies and gentlemen, they also stated some sources that 58% of people prefer imports. But ladies and gentlemen, it's okay, I'm good. As I said before, that because of this, our entrepreneurs will be more powerful, and it will lead to better innovation and more self-efficiency. Next, ladies and gentlemen, no, I'm good. Next, they asked for an evidence of the technological transfer. Ladies and gentlemen, we should remember the history. In feudal Japan, Japan was an isolationist state. But after the Meiji Restoration, which opened up free trade, they become aware of the competitiveness of the world trade, and they therefore become advanced. They modernize themselves, they increase their efficiency, and therefore now they are one of the most advanced country in the world. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen, from the statements of, the statement of the government whip, ladies and gentlemen, the government keeps stating that we should focus our resources more on training the entrepreneurs. But ladies and gentlemen, they never explicitly state what are we going to train our entrepreneurs with, how we are going to train our entrepreneurs with, and therefore their mechanism is shown to be unpractical. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen. They say that we believe we have a lot of manpower and innovativeness, and therefore we could be able to achieve better and better technology by ourselves. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to remember, why are we going to repeat the invention process all the way when we can just use the other people's technology? Why do we have to repeat it from say Stone Age, from the invention of the wheel? Why should we do that? Also, ladies and gentlemen, according to the statement, if they assume that it will tend to be a monopoly, it won't happen, ladies and gentlemen, because the buyers themselves won't let the developed country control them even internally. And also, ladies and gentlemen, our people are very very educated, and more often than not, a lot of us, the future generations especially, would rather choose products from Indonesia, our own country, than imported products. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, moving on to my conclusion on this motion that this House rejects the free trade. We strongly disagree with this motion, and we believe that free trade should be open. Because firstly, it will open up specialization, like what theories that the senior economists David Ricardo and Adam Smith has proposed, and these theories, ladies and gentlemen, are very, very well accepted by economists worldwide. Also, ladies and gentlemen, if we go with the case of the government and become more protectionist, it will lead to a stagnant state of the world economy. Because if every country in the world protects their own market, there will be no international trade, and therefore the world will stagnate. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen, there are three main stakeholders in this case. Firstly, the developed country, the developed country, the developing country, and the society. Ladies and gentlemen, the developing country will get, yes please.
Sorry, I'm also tired. So you're saying that monopoly will not be happening. So are you saying that Freeport is not monopoly because the US is actually monopolizing Indonesia? Thank you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, although the Freeport monopolizes that Papuan gold, but we also have to remember that we also have other gold sources in Indonesia, and therefore it's not a true monopoly, as we also are able to produce gold on our own. Also, ladies and gentlemen, a rebuttal that they said that gold will be easy to excavate. Ladies and gentlemen, production of gold is not only excavation, it's also the production, the refining, the molding, everything. It requires a very, very complex process, and it will take a long time for Indonesians to develop their own system that will match the international standard, and therefore we need help from other countries to be able to compete. Thus, like our team has stated, the technological transfer. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, also, therefore I hope we have continued to do on our case, and thank you.